Chess is more than a game. It's strategy, it's intelligence, it's friendship. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my channel. The game has just begun.
Hi chess friends, today I'm here on Lichess. I have prepared some amazing chess problem for you in my channel, so look at the playlist Chess Impossible Problems. But today we do some problem of tactics on Lichess. It's the normal difficult. So I told you every time you have to resolve tactics every day to improve your ability to see tactics in real game, and every time you have to count the material 3 pawns against 3 pawns and the opposite color bishop in this problem. Seems a draw, but here you have to find a move to win. And I see, can you see the only moves that win in this position? You have H and G pawn really strong, so you have to use your best pawn, remember? And the best way is bishop capture for g2. After king for g2, I can push h3, and it's not important what y can do. I play this, and he has to sacrifice the bishop, and my pawn is unstoppable. Can you see? It's not important if king come here, h1 or f1. White will be obliged to sacrifice his bishop there. If he wastes time, I simply play this. What can do? G2 and G1, or like move like this. I do some check, and now he has to come here. He can come here because this is checkmate. So he has to come here to cover h1, but I play simply this. And it's not important because if bishop continue to stay here, I push and I will have a queen. You can sacrifice the bishop because I can take, and this is not a draw because white can push his pawn. This is so important. And now I can simply take, and I'm faster. Can you see this beautiful checkmate? I can checkmate with the rook. Okay, checkmate. So another problem. Okay, this time this is not an end game. There are, okay, white is up a full rook, can you see, and has this free pass pawn, but it's up a full rook. So you have to play really aggressive, and you have to do something of really strong. You have to gain a lot of material or do checkmate. So otherwise you will lose. Remember, when you are down material, like in this position, you have to play aggressive and you have to do something of really strong. It's the only way to win this position. You can't lose your time or something else. Okay, you have to analyze some check, like queen g1. I don't like this type of check. He can cover with the rook. I found the best move in this position. Can you see? Look the line to find the best move. This rook close the king here and close the king here on h file and on the second rank. So a really strong move is queen d6 check. And after the queen cover, the only move, you have to play. Be careful, not queen capture for f4 and then rook capture, but you have to play this rook h3, and now you take the queen. And now it's not important that white has 2 rook, because he can't stop this double attack with queen f3 to the next move with check and the double attack to the rook. So it's not important that White has to rook for a queen, and in this position is completely losing because I have so many threats. I have like queen f1 check to pick this rook, or queen f3 check to pick this rook, one of this rook. So here white is completely lost. This is so important. Okay, another problem. Okay, can you see this? It's black to move. It's really important for me to do this problem because and record this type of video, because this is way I will train. I will train to do some tactics, and for an average level, and for a low level, it's so important to be good at tactics. And when you reach high level, chess becomes not only tactics but strategic and deep thinking, deep calculation, and really beautiful and sophisticated game. So here I'm thinking about this diagonal for the queen. So would be nice d3, but if I play d3, queen can capture queen for d3, and if I push again, I have some check, but king g1, and I will show you, but it's completely safe king. So I like something like queen b5 to attack this rook, but he can move this rook, and I found the right move. It's, can you see? Queen c4. This is a double attack. Rook f1 and rook a2, and this is completely winning. I can take. Okay? See, what happens if I play something like this? Seems good, but simply like rook here, and it's completely safe. I can push this pawn because white can capture, and after I push, this is a check, but here white can play this or can play this, so a lot of resource. So this time was queen c4 to have a double attack. Looks the line of the queen. Queen is so strong, can control a lot of square, so remember to activate your queen and to centralize it to control a lot of line. Okay, now we have this an endgame. Can you see this endgame? I'm completely down material, and this a pawn are so strong. I can defend my pawn, and if I come here, I'm free to pick this pawn. Black can hit all f, g, h pawn, and yeah, the g and h pawn of black will be completely winning for him. So here I have to push a pawn. This is obvious. The point is, which pawn you have to push? F pawn, G pawn, or H pawn? You have to control this. It's really important. It's really important. Okay, if I play something like this, F6, black can takes, white takes, it's not good. Can you see the right position? If you play something like G6, try. Play G6. Seems good, but black can play H6. This is winning for black. Black stop white pawn and takes the pawn. So try H6. But no, because black can capture. So the right move is F6. But after black capture is obliged to capture. You have not to capture the pawn, but you have to play G6. And now be careful, you have not to take here H4 G6 because king can defend. You have to play H6, and now is unstoppable. My queen promote. Can you see this? I show you all the variation. G6, I stop. And now black can take the F5 pawn. If I play something like this, I can take. And it's not important if I push, because I can take. So the only move is this. Really nice move, but after Here white, here black is obliged to capture, and now if you try something like this, is not important because I capture, and after this I have this, and this is completely winning for me because I will take this pawn and I have free pawn, king can move, and because I will promote to a queen. So another problem. Okay, can you see this is the middle game? White has queen and a rook against queen and a rook of black, but a knight against two pair of bishops. So again, you are down material, you have to play aggressive, and you have to play something of really good, really strong. And I see I have the H file, but you have to be careful. If you play something like rook d1, you are too slow, because look a black king can come here, queen d8, king d8, and then king d7, and this is completely losing for white if king escape. So you have to do some like g5, g6 is interesting, but to try checkmate here, h8, but king can come here, king d8. So here you have to play these tactics, queen h8, and after the king move, can you see this move? G6 check, and after the king capture, queen h5. This is checkmate. Really nice. Okay. Another chess problems, and it's white to move. And can you see this endgame? This a pawn is so strong. It's a 4 pawn against 3 of white, but this a pawn is so strong. So here you have to do some attack, and you have to gain material or checkmate. So I would like to take this pawn. If I take this pawn, I can take this knight then, because this knight would be undefended. But there is a problem. If simply I take this pawn, white can capture the knight and defend his knight. So my idea is to take this pawn with check. Okay, I could play like queen f5, but knight can jump here, knight f6, completely safe. So the only move here is queen d8, and after the king move, I can take this pawn, queen 45, and this knight will fall. So can you see this? If I play something like this, it's completely safe, knight f6. And now what can I do? I'm completely losing position. So, okay, I'm black. I have to find a really nice move, and he want to take rook capture for f8 check. I have to do something about it. I can defend my king, my knight, because this bishop will attack my king if I play king g8, or I can play king g7. White pieces are completely defended. So what can I do here? I think I have to do, the only move here is to do some checks to take this rook, okay? Because I have no possibility otherwise, because this knight is defended by the bishop, this bishop is defended by the pawn. So the only undefended piece is the rook. So I have to play. Can you see the move I have found right now? I think it's queen here, with the idea to play after the king move. Yeah, sure. And now after the king move, I can play this queen here, and I will take this knight, this rook. Can you see how to find the best move? You have not to play something like this. It's completely unuseful because you don't gain nothing. You have to gain this rook. It's the only way. And it's interesting, if you play something like this, king can come here because this would be checkmate. And if you come here, after this, if you cover with this check, you close your king, and king is in a bad position. I have this queen here, and after bishop move, this is checkmate. So can you see this beautiful queen e4 with the idea king c1 and queen c6 check. Okay, another position. I really like to do this problem. I will do more because it's the best way for me to improve, to learn chess. And now I have 2207 on Lichess score in tactics, and here we have in this position. Can you see the position? White is up a full rook, and this pawn are so strong. So the CBA pawn. So here you have to play really aggressive. You have to do some checkmate or gain material. Can you see queen g1 is completely not good because rook can come here, rook g2, and now you have to defend in another way. You have to play something like, I see. You have to see the line. Can you see this rook? You have to close the enemy king. This rook controls the second rank and controls the H file. So this king is completely blocked. The only good square is f4 to escape. So here you have to play something like this, because would be checkmate. So after the queen move, you have not to capture the queen and then capture the rook, because I told you, you will be down of 3 pawns. You have to play something like this. And after king capture, you can capture the queen, and now you are a complete winning position. It's not important if white has 2 rook for a queen and 3 pass pawn, because I can play too many moves here to gain some rook, because I have this queen f3. These rook are coordinated completely and are unconnected, and queen f3 is completely winning. Queen f3, I do some check, and I do a double attack on this rook, so white here can do nothing. Because if white moves a rook, I play simply queen f3 check, and then I take out the rook. For example, if you move out the rook, I play this, and I will take out the rook. I told you. If you play something like, I don't know, you have no move for white here in this position. Like this, I simply play this, and I will take this rook on a8. Can you see? And so this king here is too weak, and this queen is so strong. So good move. This. Okay, I have already shown you this. Okay, we can do another. Okay, a new position. It's white to move. You have to find the best move for white again. It's we are in completely draw material. Yeah, white has 5 pawns, black 6 pawns, but it's not so important. This knight is hanging. This is so important. But the point is, if I take this knight, what can do? Yeah, I see only now. I have to see if I can take this knight, because there is a problem. If I take this knight right now, rook h4, rook d1 is checkmate, and my knight is hanging. I can simply push like c3 to attack this knight, this rook, because he can take my knight. So this is not easy position. What can I do here? It's interesting. Really interesting. Oh. I like rook d3. He can take my knight because the rook here is checkmate. And I like a lot. This is a really beautiful chess problem right now. This is really beautiful because I played this and I found the solution. No, I mistake. Oh, I thought it was good because I tried this knight. I don't know why this doesn't work. Oh, because he can simply play knight here, knight f5 for this reason. So here, what I have to play in this position? I can't attack this rook. If I attack this rook, he can take. I'm not able to find the solution here. This time. Oh. No. I'm not able. What can I play here? I can take this knight. It will be checkmate. I can take nothing. Oh, what's this? Oh, because I attack. I see. I attack this rook. Can you see? I attack this rook, and after the rook move, I can take this knight because he has no checkmate. Knight here. Now I can take this rook simply. No. I have not to take the rook. I have to play this. I threaten checkmate, and only then I take the rook. Okay. Thank you very much for watching my video. And remember to subscribe to my channel. I will do more tactics to improve my ability of tactics and your. If you watch this tactics video, you will improve surely. And you can see that sometimes I resolve the problem, sometimes I do some mistake. It's important to be constant, to do every day to improve in chess. If you do a lot of tactics in average and low level, you will improve a lot. Tactics is one of the most important thing. So thank you really much, and see you soon with another video. Bye.